In the future, it is illegal for humans to go outside. Everyone is forced to live underground. This underground world with thousands of levels is called the silo. For hundreds of years, no one has known who built the silo because everyone has lived there since birth. But everyone knows that the outside world has always been covered in toxic gas. Anyone who goes outside is certain to die. So the administrators of the silo have made it clear that no one is allowed to talk about going outside. Anyone who breaks this rule will be sent directly to the surface. Even so, every once in a while someone still asks to leave the silo, but without exception, they all die from the toxic gas outside. Jack, the sheriff of the silo, has always obeyed the taboo against going outside. However, on this day, he suddenly changed his mind. He walked into a jail cell, locked himself inside, threw away the key, and turned to look at the screen on the wall. The screen was displaying a live view of the outside world. At that moment, Jack stared at a corpse and fell into deep thought. Then he spoke.
Should have done it 3 years ago.
Just then, his colleague John arrived. When John learned that Jack wanted to go outside, he broke into a cold sweat. He urged Jack not to do anything reckless, but Jack repeated those words without hesitation. Knowing full well that going outside meant certain death, why would Jack still choose to do it? Because he seemed to have discovered the secret of the silo. 3 years earlier, Jack's wife Allison suddenly lost control in the cafeteria. She loudly told everyone that the images on the screen were fake. She claimed that the sky outside was actually blue, the grass was green, the air was fresh, and there was no toxic gas at all. But no one believed her. Everyone thought she had gone crazy. At that moment, Jack rushed over and tried his best to calm her down. But the more he tried, the more emotional Allison became. To prove that she was telling the truth, Allison had no choice but to say those words.
I want to go out!
Jack's mind instantly went blank. He had no idea why his wife was acting this way, but as the sheriff, he had to uphold the law, so he personally arrested her. Meanwhile, the silo's law enforcement officers began preparing Allison to go outside. Before she left, Jack came to her cell to say one final goodbye. Allison firmly believed that she would not die outside because the images on the screen were fake, created by the silo's leaders to deceive everyone.
If it's so wonderful outside, why would they not want us to go out?
She knew that without proof, her husband would never believe her. So she made a deal with him. After she went outside, if the world was truly barren and filled with toxic gas, she would not clean the camera lens. She would simply wave goodbye and accept that she had been wrong. But if the outside world was full of blue skies, white clouds, and thriving life, she would clean the lens and climb over the hill to uncover the truth. Soon, the officers dressed Allison in a protective suit. Without hesitation, she walked out of the silo. At the same time, everyone gathered in the cafeteria staring at the giant screen. They watched as Allison slowly stepped outside and looked around. Jack, watching from the screen in the jail cell, witnessed everything. Not long after Allison walked up to the camera and began wiping the lens, the crowd erupted in cheers. A relieved smile appeared on Allison's face. Jack could hardly believe what he was seeing. Then Allison started walking toward the